Who's doing color? Good evening, Swirly Nation, and welcome back to Alpha Ice Complex for what turns out to be a quarterfinal game. Hey, bud, let's go! Of the Midwinter Classic as Real sends one in front. Between the Fairfield Junior Rangers and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Mistake by the River. No, the Alpha Ice Complex for a matchup between two teams who are familiar with each other. It's Fairfield and the Penguins Elite. They've played multiple times throughout multiple years. They'll meet up again in York, Pennsylvania later this year. The starting lineups brought to you by the training table as the Penguins are about ready to bury one, and they do. It's Luca Pizza Filiaggi, assisted by Jack Reel and Cameron Evans. And the Penguins take a 1-0 lead 45 seconds into the first period. The delivery boy delivers yet again. So I have no idea what I was. Nikes, there's a turnover, but Clutter says, hey, turn it over, I'll kick it out. I don't 100% remember where I was in my introduction, but the Pens Elite and the Mid-Fairfield Junior Rangers will clash here in what ends up being a quarter-final. Wrong change time. Oh, crap. FCC warning. That's all right. You'll get over it. By the way, the OS word that I said was way better than all the dads next to me. Here's Julius behind the net, sending it up. A bouncing puck avoids Carter, but he slaps it into the Mid-Fairfield zone. I'm pretty sure how I was talking about this is the first matchup between the two teams, two really good teams of the season, and but it's not the last. These teams will play again. This one might be the most influential as the Penguins send an offside play over the line. The winner of this one moves on to the semifinals tomorrow morning. with a likely matchup against the Oakland Junior Grizzlies. As Wu winds up, he doesn't release. He controls and looks for the pass instead. I'm joined in the Cine TV oven by none other than Mini Hawk. Mini Hawk, you want to say hi to the millions upon millions of fans?
Hi.
As the Penguins work it deep in the mid-Fairfield zone. Mid-Fairfield in white today, looking a little bit like the New York Rangers. White jerseys with the MF logo on the front. Red pants. White socks with red and blue stripes and the blue buckets. Evans cuts to the middle. Penguins in their blacks. The gin and juice. Laid back. Jerseys. As a pass comes off of Filiaggi. Another one. He weaves in front. Keeping control off the boot of Real. Kept out by Mid-Fairfield. Sent out to center ice. A puck in the feet of Starr as Clutter deflects it to the area behind the net. Mid-Fairfield tries to come out behind. It'll be Mid-Fairfield in their own end. At the Mid-Fairfield blue line, picked off by Real. Real weaves in, onside play. Evans driving the net, Filiaggi going to the high slot. Penguins defense changing it. It's 3-on-5. Evans Real looks for Filiaggi. Filiaggi fans on the shot in the high slot. It'll be rimmed around for Real. Real controls deeper in the zone. Filiaggi will track to the opposite corner. It's wedged up the wall past Merlot. Merlot back to Julius. Julius outside to Real. Off the stick of a Mid-Fairfield player as it's popped in by the Penguins. They'll look for a line change. Fresh off the bench is Paris. He plays takeaway and looks at the... He was looking for a luxury apartment. He couldn't find it up top. Penguins will battle in the Mid-Fairfield zone. Penguins going left to right on your Jumbotron big screen TV in the living room. Maybe a screen up in the game room, theater room area. Maybe you're just watching on your phone. No matter what, we know you're joining us live here on Cine TV, the #1 singular greatest home for youth sport hockey coverage, Cine TV. As a centering pass, a one-timer attempt from Villela, and it's rimmed in front. I have no idea what happened. I don't even think what happened. I think it was deflected in by Hartman on a shot from Armstrong. Can we get a replay? Like I see two screens. I don't see one. I mean the truck the truck is broken down out front. There's flames coming from the truck out front. The satellite dishes are on fire. And I can't get a replay. I have 0 replay options in front of me right now. This makeshift ragtag bag of pirates trying to stream you the game here. What a travesty as the Penguins lead by a pair. I can't get a replay. I can't get anything. I see 2 screens showing the same stuff. Absolutely terrible. Oh. I'm going to dig into my bag of tricks here. As Wu leans over the faceoff dot. He's flanked by Carter and Shuby. I guess I realize now I'm going to have to schedule some games when I get home. This is going to be terrible. All right, I got replays in front of me. I got Mini Hawk going to bring me the replay. You want a headset? No headset. Are you sure? All right, who's your favorite Pensley player?
Starr.
Oh. In the best answer ever, Mini Hawk goes with Jake Starr over his brother, the Twinkling Lights of Paris. Do you want your game streamed on Cine TV? All right, we'll come and do one. All right, we gotta get a mini Hawk game on Cine TV coming up. Woo, weaving through center into the offensive zone. He'll drag around one. He's got Shuby crashing the net. Evans up on the forecheck, forces the turnover at the half wall, but it's wedged down by Mid-Fairfield. It's icing if it's far enough, and it is. Who's your favorite announcer? Who's your favorite announcer?
You.
Yeah, see? See how it works? Smart kid right there. Puck forced back into the Penguins' end. Merlot chases it to the corner. Great speed, and he turns out a dribble. Can he get real? He just passed him. Jack up on the forecheck, though, as it's shipped into the Penguins' end. Merlot tracks it again. Reversing towards Julius. Julius taps it up the wall, kept in at the blue line by Schwartz something. Schwammy. Samsonite, I was so close. As we'll battle in the corner. Tapped by Evans, but doesn't get it by the blue liner, and the Mid-Fairfield Junior Rangers will put it in behind the Penguins' cage. That cage defended today by Preston Clutter. We didn't bring you the starting lineups. As Reel gets a pass from Evans. Evans gets it back from Reel. He tries to pull it to the backhand, and his genetics got in the way. His mom would have finished that. His dad could not. As Evans controls along the wall, finds Ofterhide shooting short side. It's into the glove and held. Hey, keep working. You're doing good. .7:03 to play first period. I'm pretty sure his grandmother could have finished that one. She was an elite figure skater back in the day. Donna Evans. The Twinkle Toes of King Street, she was known as. It'll be an offensive zone draw. Penguins force it behind the Mid-Fairfield net. Sent back up through center. Defended well by the Penguins. Ofterhide knocks it off a stick, but the Rangers will rim it around behind the net of Clutter. Little battle there. Puck dislodged. And Mid-Fairfield comes away with it. Bouncing puck picked up by Paris. Paris, the power forward with speed. Able to get it off the stick of Armstrong. But right back comes Mid-Fairfield into the Penguins' end. Paris is back. Villela up the wing for Armstrong. Bouncing puck, he'll gather it in. Trying to go cross ice to Hartman. It'll be a Ranger picking that off and sending it back in. Anybody know where Colby is? Huh. He might just be coming in time for the game, which is in 10 minutes. Oh, they might be at a wedding. As a shot sent screaming to the corner. Misses the net by about 28 feet. As Ofterhide, great stop and start move there. Tries to hit Armstrong flying up ice. It won't connect, and it'll be an icing on the Penguins. 5:31 to play first period. The Penguins lead by a pair. I like being in the part of the hockey dad line here. Like, this is a little different setup on the Canadian rink here, at the Alpha Ice Rink. I'm a part of the dad line. I can hear a little bit of the chirps. Not all of them. I got a headset on. But I love it. I'm pretty sure, like, somebody just got told to, like, watch what they say. As it's sent back in front for a shot that's off the stick of Shubin wide. Kaminsky from the point deflected by Carter wide of the cage. I just tried to combine Carter and Clutter real quick. Not a big deal. Pretty sure they tried that on vacation last year, too. as we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Penguins. Oh, wait, no, it'll be a neutral zone. Face-off swiped all the way into the Penguins' end. Star will be under immediate pressure, leaving it behind the cage, but it takes a weird bounce. It's controlled by Mid-Fairfield. Wu and Kaminsky will battle. Kaminsky knocks it free. It's popped up the wall. Bouncing around. The Filiagis have arrived at the rink for this one as we battle in front. Where's the other Filiagi? Like the littler one. He's not here yet. All right. He'll be here soon. Defensive zone draw for the Penguins, 4:39 to play. This might go down with the LA Kings game. If I could trash talk Tony Romo for about 45 minutes with Dalton. Mid-Fairfield up to the Penguin line. Julius defending to the corner. It'll be rimmed around behind the net. Centering pass. Nice play by Clutter to deflect that puck. Back to the point for a heavy shot off the Penguins goaltender to the corner. Mid-Fairfield turning up the pressure here the last 2 minutes or so. Up for Shub. Shub to Carter. Carter all the way in, and the Penguins get a line change. An indirect pass controlled by Ofty. Ofty off the wing for Real. Real taps it to Filiagi. Filiagi is Evans crashing in. He tries to feed it to him, and it goes wide. Good play there by the Penguins. Sent back to the opposite corner. Evans with speed. He'll pick it up. Back to the point, Ofterhide. Over to Villela. Down low, looking for a deflection from Real. It comes off of his skate. Off the boards, up high by the Ranger bench, and it'll be gathered by Evans at the Penguin line. Cross for Ofterhide. All the way over for Villela, who taps it up to the Ranger end. It'll be played to the outside. The Rangers gain the Penguin zone. Pressure from Evans. Finishing through on the check. Villela tosses it behind for Ofty. Up for Real. Real, Evans, and Filiagi with speed. Real tries to tap it by the defender. Doesn't work, but they'll battle along the wall. Lofted into the Penguins' end, where Kaminsky gets control. Kaminsky reverses for Ofterhide. Ofterhide has Real and Filiagi. Tries for Filiagi. It's off his skate and returned right back in. Rothstein drives in. He's got a shot wide of the short side. Defended well by Ofterhide. Ofterhide carries out the center. He'll throw it all the way in before flying. I was a Ranger who got knocked to the ice. Real with a behind the back feed to Paris. That's blockered out. Penguins almost there as the puck is at the side of the cage. Anybody know who's in net for Mid-Fairfield? It looks like they have both goalies on the bench, as they did not earlier. It looked like Blake Dryden was out earlier in this tournament, so he may be back. I'm not sure who's in the cage. We'll battle in the corner. The Penguins with 1:53 to play in the Ranger zone. Rangers have pushed back here after the Penguins get a 2-0 lead. This game is far from over here in the first period. The Penguins have the early advantage as Hartman in on the forecheck, able to take the puck away. Trying to center to Armstrong. It'll be picked off by the Rangers, and back they come. Rothstein crossing over through center. Falls down at the Penguin line. He'll get it to Hartman. Hartman will leave it for Armstrong. Armstrong's in. He just delayed enough to send Paris on an offside play. We'll get a face-off at the Ranger line. Looks like Feach playing in net for the Rangers. What's up, Caleb? We got some S-Mark superstars coming in to watch some of this one. The Penguins leading by 2, fresh from their game at Pittsburgh Ice Arena. How'd we do, boys, against Maryland, right? What's that? Oh, a shootout win. Exciting action at Pittsburgh Ice Arena earlier, where the S-Mark Stars win in a shootout over Team Maryland. The Rangers play it deep into the Penguin zone. It'll be Merlot battling behind the net. Take Taken over by the Rangers. They look to go low to high. Pressure from Carter as it pops past the defenseman. Can Carter break free? Cuts in front. Nice play by the Ranger defense to control the puck. Sullivan for New York to the Penguin line, no further. Here's Wu. Heavy off the boards to the hand of a Ranger defenseman before Shub's able to force it further as we wind inside of 35 to play in the first. Evans up on the forecheck. Forces a turnover. Shub there to disrupt things, but the Rangers come back through. Sullivan tries to dipsy doodle. Ofterhide says, no, thank you, sir, and forces it wide to the corner. Rimmed around, it'll be Evans on the wing. Evans up for Shuby. Shuby gets control, tries to get it to Filiaggi. He'll fire it all the way in. 3 seconds left in the period as it ticks away. And what has ultimately become a quarterfinal game, the Penguins, through one, lead 1-0. And we approach game start time. That's how early we started, folks. These refs want out of here. These teams want out of here. It was an 8 o'clock start, and it is now 7:59. What'd you say? So to those of you not here right now, your husbands would like you to know that they're very sorry for forgetting to tell you that the game has already started and the Penguins are leading 2-0. Our viewership has spiked by 804 here to start the second period. You guys can all pretend it's starting now, though, as we get to begin this second period. Penguins going right to left on the Jumbotron at PPG Paints. Face off one back to Villela. He tried for Evans. It'll be forced back to the Penguins' end. Here's Ofterhide. Ofterhide leaving it behind him for Villela. Great play by Filiaggi to come back and get control. He's got Evans. Evans tried to hit Reel, and he was maybe 3 inches off. If he had put it 3 inches to the other side, Reel would have been walking in. Now Reel in the Penguin zone goes off the glove of a Ranger into the Ranger bench. We'll get a face-off just outside the Ranger line, just in front of the Steel City Renegade logo. This the home of the Steel City Selects, the Pittsburgh Aviators, the Pittsburgh Vengeance, and of course, the Steel City Renegades. Evans digs the puck out. Popped by a defender, but Evans swipes it away. He gets control. Down the outside, using crossovers to gain speed. He'll pull up, delay. In front for Reel. It was just like a weird position. Jack was turned backwards as the Rangers gain. Rothstein in up the side. In front for a Ranger. Poke checked by Starr. Back to Rothstein. They'll battle behind. Here's Filiaggi. Rimming it around for Evans. Evans up for Reel. Reel and Filiaggi to the line. Reel does an excellent job coming the whole way across there to support that. He's playing right wing right now, but comes the whole way across to the left side to get that breakout. As it's forced back in by the Rangers, reversed by Paris. Battle in the corner, near side. If it's on the near side, I'm pretty much going to guess what goes on, because I can't see just like you can't see. So just trust me. This will only hurt a bit as Paris forces it deeper. Hartman on the forecheck, can't get control. Back through center come the Rangers. Shot. Stick on puck deflection by Julius. Gathered in by Carter. He tries for Armstrong. He'll pick it up himself instead as they stream in on sides. Here's Paris with the shot. Do we have a defenseman on here? Are we missing defenseman? That was Merlot, not Carter. Never mind. I was trying to figure out why Carter was streaking up ice with 3 other forwards. It was Merlot. Merlot will win the puck again. Actually, that was Armstrong. I'm all confused. I'm known more for my looks than my understanding of this game. As a shot comes down low on Clutter. Back to the outside. Shot comes in, fought off by Preston. In front, shot stopped by Clutter, and sweet buttery crumpets. That was a beauty. 12:18 to play. The Penguins will ice the puck. Now Carter's on the ice. I gave Carter credit for a lot of Merlot's work. Merlot also working the camera right now. The kid, actually, David, working the camera. He's also playing in the game. No, not true. We want to thank Chris Merlot for working the camera as the Penguins go in on an offside play. Face-off will come outside of the Rangers zone. It'll be Wu, Shub, and Carter up front with Ofty and Villela, the defense pair. As Carter takes it off the skate, drives in left wing side to the corner where he battles behind. He's knocked down, but he stays with it. It'll ultimately come free to Wu, whose pass goes between the wickets of Ofty. Clutter will set it up behind. I thought he shot it in the damn net. He did not. Preston knew exactly what he was doing. None of the rest of us did. As he played it in behind. And the Penguins send it to the Ranger end. In on the forecheck is Carter. Knocked down on the play, but Starr keeps it at the blue line. He goes heavy and high off the glass. Wu turns away with it, protecting with the body as he plays it back to Starr. Now Carter in front, shooting one. It's off the boot of a Ranger to the half wall. They'll wedge it out to center. It's a one-on-one play here for Rothstein. Starr defending. His shot comes in, blocker to the outside. Great rebound control by 2-9. Wu gets control. He's got Shub coming with him. Wu and Shub in a 2-on-1. Wu goes inside, outside. Deeks dives, ducks, and shoots it just wide. Evans in after it, cuts in front. Able to control along the wall as the Penguins complete a line change. He'll get it to Real. The Real Deal drives behind the cage. Cuts into the middle, firing one down low. And the 5-hole was open. And Jack Real finds it as he cuts into the middle. And Jack Real makes no doubt about it. The Penguins lead 3-0 here. Real from Evans on that one. As the Rangers, this all-important shift after a goal. Penguins with a 3-0 lead. The next goal is the biggest goal of the game. If the Penguins score it, they've put the Rangers in a huge hole. If the Rangers score it, it's a 2-goal game. Worst lead in all of hockey, and the momentum would be on their side. As Real tips it up past the defenseman. He's got Evans going with him. He'll feed it across, and Evans shoots it off the side of the cage as the goalie comes across, stacking pads. And the whistle blows for no reason. I mean, maybe, the net was off. Never mind. Give the refs the benefit of the doubt. We have S-Mark head coach Nate Nenavisa jumping in to watch the game. We heard from Caleb earlier that they had a big win in a shootout against Team Maryland. Popped around behind by the Rangers. It'll be broken up the outside, and there to defend it is Paris. Plays it back for Ofty. Ofty over to Villela. Look at the spacing there. Those two trusting each other. Villela just going wide to create different passing angles. The Rangers will fire it back to the Penguins' end, but Ofter hides on it. And he twists away from trouble. Now he's got space. Trying for Armstrong. It comes off of him to Paris. Paris, the power forward for the Penguins, drives to the inside, drags it around a defender. He's battling all the way to the corner where he'll play it up the wall for Armstrong, whose shot comes in. Comes free to Paris, whose shot short side comes off the blocker. H with a great save there. Here's Starr, indirect for Hartman. tapped in onside, no icing. Penguins will get a change. Wu driving into the zone. Armstrong there to get control. Can Carter break free? He can't, but it comes back to Kaminsky for a heavy shot. That's wide of Faich. And cleared up by the Rangers icing if it's far enough. It's not. Star will get there. Up to Carter. Carter dipsy doodles over to Wu with an absolute missile that finds the glove of the masked man in white. 8:33 to play, period number 2. Penguins lead by a field goal. Off the foot of Robbie Gold. That's not true. It was Sean Sweezum as the Rangers will ice the puck here. It'll go wide to Clutter, who uses both arms to call the icing. Face-off comes back to the Ranger end. Wu to lean over the dot, far side. Let me just say, if you guys are enjoying this one, maybe pay my tab at Gino's later, but no, seriously, make sure you follow us as Wu shoots one short side off the blocker and out of play. What a save there by the Ranger goaltender. No, seriously, make sure you hit the subscribe button below if you don't know how to log into your YouTube account. It is the same as your Google account. Hit subscribe. You can also find us at www.cinytv.com. That's World Wide Web at cinytv.com. There you can find our merch store. You can get some merch. You can also buy us around. You can buy the Cine TV crew around of drinks. It's on the website. There's an option as Wu finds Shub. Shub just can't fire. Shot from the point. Tried to be deflected by Carter Shub. It'll be rimmed around by the Rangers to the left wing side. Can they get the center this time? They will. Penguins controlling play here, clearly, so far through this one. The score indicative of the play so far halfway through the game. And Wu steps in on an offside play. Will get a face-off all the way back to outside the Penguin line. My bladder would like these next 7 minutes and 15 seconds to go quickly. It'll be Filiaggi on the face-off. Won by the Rangers. Sent deep into the Penguin zone. Clutter will set it up. Like 8 players run into each other, including the goaltender. Clutter sprawling out, gets it underneath them, will get a whistle. Face-off will be in the Penguin zone. Ofterhide carries behind. Reversed around. Here's the Rangers setting up in the Penguins end. We haven't seen a ton of it. And Villela breaks it up. He'll find Filiaggi. Filiaggi driving in right side. He'll pull up high, sending it deep off the stick of Real. Bouncing puck picked up by Filiaggi, but taken right back. Rangers with a potential 3-on-2 until Evans on the back pressure. Evans and Ofterhide team up to free the puck. It'll be Villela to Real. Real weaving in. Evans down behind the play, so send it in front for Filiaggi. Just fans on the shot. It just couldn't connect, and back come the Rangers. It'll be Filiaggi now for the Penguins. Driving in, challenging a defender, has it swiped away. Pulls up and dumps it deep for Real. Real and Evans have to let him know he's with them. They're with him on that play. As a bouncing puck's controlled by Rothstein. He darts to the inside, forced to the outside by Starzy. Battling all the way behind the cage before they'll send it up to the point to be pressured by Armstrong. It's cleared, but off the backside of Evans and right back into the mess. Rimmed around behind. Evans and Filiaggi at the end of a shift as Kaminsky gets control. It'll go all the way to the Ranger end, and Evans and Filiaggi able to get off. The Penguins complete the line change as the Rangers ice the puck. 5:06 to play, second period action. Offensive zone draw for the Penguins. It'll be Paris. Dylan, don't call me Cartman Hartman. And Cruz, Army Armstrong as Hartman works it into Paris. It rolls off of his stick and the Rangers are back the other way. They'll tap it behind Julius to the corner. Merlot, the fine wine in to play it. He pops it up the wall. Can't quite get it to Armstrong, who peels towards the point. The Rangers work it deeper. It's tossed up the wall by the Penguins and out to center. O'Neill for the Rangers up to the line. Crashing down the line comes Hartman. O'Neill plays it D to D, and the Rangers dump it right back in. Rangers trying to establish some zone time here as Julius tries for Merlot. It's taken back by the Rangers. Penguins under a bit of pressure here. Don't worry, you're just going to feel a little bit of pressure. It'll be Hartman along the wall, able to get it out to center. Off the glove of Julius. Picked up at the Penguin line where he twists with it. Tries for Hartman, that's picked off. He still engages in the battle. Nice job there by Dalton. Julius able to dislodge the puck and Paris skates into it. Paris will dump it in and the Penguins will get a line change. Cruz Armstrong gets in on the forecheck as Wu tosses it in on an offside play. 3:31 to play, second period action of what has become a quarterfinal game here at the Midwinter Classic, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. I brought it up during the 11s broadcast. I found out that the Cranberry Dick's is the second biggest Dick's in the Dick's chain, behind the Rochester Dick's, which is the biggest Dick's in the Dick's chain. But the Dick's by the rink is the second largest. It'll be O'Neill for the Rangers, up for Rothstein. They're huge sponsors of the Penguins, and we want to thank them for their support of the Pens Elite, as well as these boys' trip to Quebec. These kids couldn't go anywhere without Dick's. As a shot comes in off Clutter. Another shot comes in, that's kicked out by the defense. Wu sends it up ice. Battled for and Shub takes control. Into the middle for Carter. Carter has it swiped away at the last second. Penguins changing the defense. And the defense on the ice, fresh legs as the Rangers drive in on an onside play, carrying it behind. Rangers with good possession here at the end of the second. They saw it at the end of the first as a block shot by Brody Carter. Ends up on the stick of Shub. Back pressure on Shub as the Penguins change. Reel onto the ice. Penguins changing everyone right now. Up on the forecheck is Filiaggi. Reel to the pressure. Now Filiaggi. Now Reel back for Filiaggi. Tries to play it up the wall. Off the skate of Evans. Back come the Rangers. Murphy through center. Defended well by Starr. Banks it off the boards. Can we get it out? Filiaggi will. Over to Reel. Onside play. Leaving it for Evans. Evans peels up at the half wall. Drives the middle. Fires a backhander that's deflected by Reel. Just doesn't get through. Merlot down low. Evans in front. Filiaggi just fans on a shot. And he'll twist with it back to the middle. Evans tries to chop it back to the point, and back come the Rangers. Around Starr and chasing it down. Merlot in to pressure as it's rimmed around by the Rangers in the offensive zone. Over Starr. Battling along the boards. Filiaggi comes away with it over to Real. Real has Evans on the opposite side. He'll drive the center, leaving it for Filiaggi. Trying to get the shot through. Once try. Second one comes through. It's blockered or out by Feach. Now Murphy through center. 45 to play. Shot in. Clutter. Equal to the task. Kicks it to the outside. Stick on puck deflection for Evans. Evans tried to hit Real as he was streaming through center. Nice stick on puck there by the Rangers. They'll be behind to be wedged by, I think that's Paris out there with them. They keep working as Clutter gets it under the mitt. 17.8 until intermission. And we will go to intermission in 17.8 seconds. Face off in the defensive zone. Paris behind for Villela. As the Penguins work it deep, or the Rangers work it deep in the Penguins end, we're going to head to the second intermission. Jared Real will bring you the third period. I gave Mini Hawk the microphone for play-by-play. He just left you guys hanging there. We're here in the third period. 14 minutes to go. Live from Alpha Ice Complex as Clutter puts a puck to the corner. Armstrong up through center finds Paris. He'll dump it in. The Penguins will get a line change. I should have picked up a Diet Coke while I was out there. Sullivan for the Rangers into the Penguins end. Shot snagged by the mitten of Clutter. It'll be a defensive zone draw for the Penguins. Battle at center ice brought in by the Rangers. Wide of Clutter. I missed my color guy Armstrong. I don't know where he is. Oh, they're at a wedding. I forgot. I think somebody told me that. It'll be the Rangers trying to exit their zone under pressure from Wu, now Shub. The pass for Sullivan. He's been impactful in this one. Just misses, but he's able to take it away from Kaminsky. Back to the point. Sullivan down low. They play a give and go. We've seen that from the Penguins before. This time it's the Rangers. As Clutter loses a twig. They'll continue to battle. Wu to Shub. The referee, what a nice gesture, getting the stick for Clutter. As it's iced by the Rangers, it'll come in on net, so Clutter will stop it. The Ranger there, so he'll get a cover with 12:09 to go. Bouncing puck, swiped that by Evans, controlled by Filiaggi over to Evans. It'll be a 2-on-2 to the Ranger zone. Evans cuts to the middle, crisscrossing with Real, where he'll fire one. It rams off of a stick, off of something. Evans almost gets it back as it's banked up the boards. Filiaggi on the pressure, now Real with the poke. Evans follows on, Real pressures as it goes to the corner. Bouncing puck out to center ice. It'll be Merlot to get control. Indirect feed off the boards for Evans. Evans up high for Real, who just can't pull the trigger there. Just kind of caught him weird. As Zoo comes in, I'm guessing that's ZHU. Going with it. Filiaggi plays takeaway. Here's Julius in his own end. Missing Evans on the breakout pass, but it's all the way to center where they'll battle at the line. Julius again, this time he'll find Evans. Evans and Real. Real to Evans, Evans to Real, Real to Evans. Taps it in on net. It almost sneaks through. Harris on the pressures. Ofterite gets control, plays it between the legs of the official. Goes to one leg, a pirouette. I think I saw a double Salchow there by the referee. Pressure by Hartman forces the third over. Here comes Villela, who shots off the shinny. Up to the point for Armstrong. Armstrong covering the defensive position as he works it to Paris. Paris pulling up along the half wall. Possessing, going further. Still working it deeper and deeper as Hartman follows on with the support. Now Armstrong over to Ofterite. Ofterite in front, off Armstrong to Hartman, who centers one that's off of a skate and to the corner. Hartman tracks it there. Down low, pass from Armstrong, misses everybody, and back come the Rangers. It's Rothstein through center. Dodging, ducking, diving, and carrying wide. Rangers controlling the Penguins' end as it's forced in on net for cover by 29, decked all out in gold pads, Preston Clutter. No one was actually set as the referee dropped the puck. He's like, look, it's a game-by-game paycheck, not hourly. We're getting this shit over with. As Kaminsky battles in the corner, it'll be up for Shub, a shot from the point, kick to the outside. Wu battles behind the net. He comes away with it. Weaving through the Penguins, and he'll find Shub. Shub tries to dump it in. Cut off by a Ranger defenseman right to the stick of Wu. Darts to the middle, can't get a shot off. Shuby defending along with Star and the fine wine Merlot. Star will battle all the way to the corner, getting it around to Merlot, up for Shub. Shub pokes at it. dislodges the puck for Wu. He finds Carter. Carter takes advantage of a fallen Ranger defender and cuts to the middle. Skate the stick where he fires one back and on net. It comes off the goaltender into the corner. It's behind the cage where they battle. Up for Wu. Wu carries out to center. All the way into the offensive zone. Filiaggi carries wide. Tried to pick the puck up there. Couldn't quite do it. Shot from Villela, kicked out. Rangers try to clear it up the wall, Reel there. Back to the point for Villela. Villela down low, looking for Reel. Bouncing puck up the wall by the Rangers. Penguins pressure. Filiaggi and Reel up for Villela. Villela, D to Ofterhide. Ofterhide goes back behind the net. There's Reel. Reel battling. It'll be the Rangers coming out the other side. Loose puck at center, swiped that by Ofterhide to the stick of Reel. Reel up for Filiaggi. Has Evans going on the backside, just off a stick. Evans sends it back to Filiaggi, and it's just sent wide. Here come the Rangers through center. Rothstein with speed challenging the Penguins 1-on-3 as he shoots one off the pads of Clutter. Reel swipes it off the skate of Filiaggi. Picked back up by the Rangers into the high slot. Starr defending, and he'll get called for a hook here. Getting the stick up into the hands, and it'll be Jake Starr heading off for 2 minutes of hooking. Oh, sorry, a minute 30 of hooking. 2 minutes is the penalty on Liberty Avenue for hooking. 1 minute and 30 seconds in USA Hockey. Carried behind by the Rangers as they try to set up the man advantage. They'll play it down to the corner, reverse to the inside, trying for a give and go there. Nice read and play. Expertly defended by Julius. We'll be back to the corner. Up top to the point. All across, and Paris almost tipped it. But the Rangers in business. Shot down low. Clutter fights it off. Minute left on the Ranger power play. Penguins in their own end here defending. Rangers with a talented group of kids on the ice right now, trying to make this a 2-goal game here in the third. 6 minutes left as we possess. Out top, the Rangers control. All the way across the top of the zone. 35 seconds left. Penguins have to be worried a little bit about getting tired as it comes out to the point. Fed across, Parrish with the pressure. Can't get out of the zone. Bouncing puck to the corner. Fought off and won by Merlot, who's tripped, and the Penguins will head to the power play in 17 seconds. Face-off will come all the way down to the Ranger end. We'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 17 seconds, then a minute and 13 of Penguin power play time. The Penguins are going to deploy Wu, Armstrong, Halfterhide, and Villela. 4 flightless birds this time, as we crest the 8:32 in the evening mark. These boys would like to get the game over with because it appears if they continue with this particular score, would be playing early tomorrow. Armstrong along the wall has it knocked away, but the Pens now on the power play able to outnumber the Rangers. Along the boards. A puck kicks free out the center where Ofterhide has it taken by Rothstein. Back pressure by Villela. Rothstein tries to pull up. Ofterhide comes away with it. He drives all the way to the offensive zone. The Rangers get it out to center, no further. Here's Villela. Up for Armstrong. Armstrong in onside, winding, firing, blockered by the goaltender. Here's Wu hitting the defenseman, fresh on. It's Star to Wu. Wu with a heavy shot. Puck's in the net, and the referee says no goal. They're going to call Shub for goalie interference. Not a penalty, but a disruption of the goaltender, and the faceoff will come outside of the Rangers zone. It'll be Shub leaving it up top for Wu. Kaminsky boots it. Penguins can't keep it in the zone, but Wu will control at center red. Winding up, and he'll get in onside, leaving it for Carter. Carter with a heavy shot that comes off the blocker, up and over the net, penalty over on the Rangers. Carter with the puck as he weaves in, firing one. Blocked to the corner for Wu. Wu loses control, and the Rangers force it out the center. Wu will fire it back in, and the Penguins will go for a line change. Shuby staying on to get on the forecheck, able to disrupt things and force the Rangers further into their own end. Cross ice pressure from Filiaggi as the Rangers carry it up through center. Defended well by Merlot, who forces it deeper into the Penguin zone. Julius takes a body, and the battle ensues behind the net. A centering pass cut off, and a big save by Clutter on the backside. That shot in from the point, grabbed by Clutter and covered. With 3:13 to play, Preston Clutter coming up big for the boys in black. Here's Filiaggi, who's going to get called for a penalty, a trip. Someone. It'll be Tino. Tino Villela heads to the sin bin. His mother will send him to timeout when he gets home. Minute and 30 power play time here for the Rangers. It'll be Filiaggi with Evans, Kaminsky, and Starr. Face-off won by the Rangers. Controlled at the center point. Filiaggi pressuring. Work the outside for a shot that comes in on Clutter. He catches it, grabs it, tucks it in his pocket. Cameron Evans gives him a little pat to the noggin. And the referee, I don't think anybody was set again. As Filiaggi pressures the point. Two Rangers there to keep control. They'll work it to the corner. Up the half wall. Filiaggi back at the center point. Evans set the pressure. They'll work it down the wall to the corner where Starr gets there. Jake Starr wins the race, goes heavy off the boards, kept in. Filiaggi pressures, but it's back for Starr. Starr says, how about try number 2? He's able to get it all the way out the center. A curling puck stays on, no icing, as Filiaggi literally on a horse galloping into the offensive zone. Now Evans on the forecheck. The Rangers come back through center. Filiaggi gets a change, reels on the ice. Chop to the corner. Out in the middle, the Rangers carry to the outside. Around Julius, driving in. It's kicked free, but the net comes off. 15 seconds left on the Villela penalty. A minute 53 in the game. Face-off won by the Rangers. Back to the point. Controlled on the half wall. Power play down to 7 seconds as they run a give and go out of the corner that's sent high over the net. Schwarz with the puck at the blue line. Down low. In front, one-timer comes off the stick high and over the cage. Penguins penalty over. Hartman's on the ice here with Paris and Reel. It's wedged up to center, a battle, and the Rangers get it back to the Penguins. Paris will win that. Driving in, outside to Reel. Reel cutting to the middle. Jack Reel winding up. No control as he sends it all the way across for a heavy shot from Villela. Blocker to the outside. 1 minute to play in the third period. 1 minute. It'll be Reel in on an onside play. Swiping it to the corner. He'll stop and start, pulling up. Back to the point for Ofterheide. Ofterheide D to D to Villela. Vilella's shot's blocked, and the Rangers fire it back to center, but it's icing if it's far enough, and it will be. 39.4 seconds to go here in the third period. Penguins ready to clasp this pseudos quarterfinal and head to the semis tomorrow of their home Midwinter Classic, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't know who they'll play. The early indications are the Oakland Junior Grizzlies. But nothing is guaranteed at this point as Armstrong carries behind. Keeps control until it's knocked away. They'll pick it back up in the Penguins' end, firing it back up through center for Ofty. Ofty on his horse and woos just a step off sides. 15.6 to go, third period. Penguins leading 3-0. Trying to get this one over, get home, and get some sleep. As they fire it off the tin can that is the Alpha Ice Rink. And we'll get an offensive zone draw. As time winds away, Preston Bowie Clutter with the shutout, and the Penguins emerge victorious. Join us tomorrow for an exciting day of hockey action as these 2010s are back in action here at the Alpha Ice Arena around 8 a.m. The 2011s get the joy of starting at 7:15 from RMU. So if you've got nothing else going on tomorrow morning, set an early alarm and join us live from RMU at 7:15 and 8 o'clock or 8:15 or 8 something here from Alpha. We're going to bring you both games on Cine TV. Make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. We don't have one yet, but we'll get one. You can look for our OnlyFans page soon. Thanks for joining us.